All right, in the first video, we showed how to take these two products out of the box and get them ready to put in the pool. There's nothing to do. You just pull them out of the box, and as we put them in the pool, I'll show you how we install water in them, or if we need to install water in them. On this particular product, Step 2, we went through the assembly process, and now we're gonna take all three of these chairs, the Ledge Lounger Signature High Back Chair, the Tenjam Freelo Chair, and the Step2 Vero Chair, and we're gonna go through the steps of putting these in the pool. This pool that the homeowner let us use today has a vinyl liner. And so as we go through this video series and showing these products and filling them, we also want to show vinyl liner safety and what products are safe for vinyl liner and what to look for. And then also how to fix the bottoms of products if you see an issue. So let's start with the Tenjam Freelo Chair. On the Tenjam Freelo Chair, the bottom of the chair has holes in the bottoms of the legs, and then this one-way air valve that Tenjam has a patent pending on that started with their chaise lounger. What this air valve does is it allows water and air to come up into the chair, and as it does that, the air can escape out of the valve, but it can't come back in. So once these holes are underwater, this chair kind of locks that water level inside. So in this particular pool today, it's only 5 inches deep. This chair works up to 11-inch water depth. And with Tenjam, the Freelo Chair, it's as simple as just doing that right there. Now on a vinyl liner pool, if you have a cover and you want to take this chair in and out of the pool to get it out of the way of the cover, this chair, if you move it around, it's not carrying water weight inside of it. So even if you were to move it on your vinyl liner, you're not going to tear up the liner to do that. But the chair is lightweight, easy to move, and when you pull it out of the pool, that little bit of water just drains out of the feet. Now, if we were in a deeper pool, up to 11 inches deep, you would take this chair, you just set it in the water, and you just kind of wait it out and you let the air or the water work its way into here. You can grab this as a handle, which is nice. So you just grab it. I can hear the air coming out of the valve and out of the top leg holes. So we're gonna go through this process. You can see the chair's just filling. Eventually we'll see bubbles coming out of the bottoms of the leg. So the air is coming out. Now, if your pool water is 11 inches deep, which is where this chair maxes out, you'll go through this step, you get all the air. Here you can see it coming out of that one-way valve. But you'll get water in here, and you want to make sure the nose is pointed down, because then all the air, we're not trapping air inside the core. So with the nose down, the feet stay under the water level. You get the chair up, and then you just want to lift it to where you want it in the pool. Now this chair is holding water with that one-way valve. So there's nothing to do, and when it's time to drain the chair, take it out of the pool, we just tilt it back, let as much water come out as possible, so wait for that to stop. So that's super simple. You could also tip it forward, grab that as a handle, walk it over to the edge of your pool, and it was designed so you could just sit here, hold it on the edge of the pool, wait for all the water to drain back into the pool, and then once it's done draining, super lightweight. It's about a 20-pound chair. So that's the Freelo Chair. Let it keep doing its thing. And now we'll do the Step 2 chair. The Step 2 chair is rated for up to 9-inch water depth. This chair, in the assembly video that we made first, we filled up a sand weight of 9.5 pounds right there. Now the Step 2 chair, here we're putting it in the 5-inch water depth. You can see it's not finding the ground, just kind of bobbing up and down. Unlike the Freelo chair, set down, water comes in, air escapes out of that valve, it sits. Now, this chair, I'm gonna get it off the liner, tip it over, and kind of go through the same process geez, it's got that sandbag in there, so it's kind of awkward as it did that. But here you can see this is a 2-piece chair again. Remember, it's a front piece connected to a back piece, and so we want to get the water in there. Let's come back here, and it's still pretty loose on the shelf, but we have the water inside. It's working in 5-inch depth, but again, the specs say it can work up to 9-inch water depth. So that's the Vero. Gonna pick it up. Now, there's not really a handle, so you just kind of do that and do the same steps we did with the Freelo, where we just kind of wait for that water to come out. Once that water drains, and there's no handle, it's a little more challenging, but you get the idea. Let's go back here. We'll set that back down. And now we have the ledge lounger chair. When we just filled that step 2 chair, you can see all the little white plastic pieces that came out. So we'll have to get our pool net and get all that plastic out of the pool. Okay, so now the ledge lounger. So ledge lounger, they have a patent on screw plugs on the bottom of their furniture. So those screw plugs prevent water from getting into the chair. So you got to remove the screw plugs and go through the process to get water into the core of the chair. So let's do that. So once we take out the screw plugs, we'll go through the steps of getting the water inside, but once the water's inside, we'll put the screw plugs back on, and that's going to lock the water inside the chair. So we'll take those out. And we got the front hole under the water. Air's coming out of that back hole right now. You can see it's filling itself. We'll just hold it underwater. And these things are centered on the bottom of the chair, by the way. And so it kind of makes it so you can't just hold it off to one side, especially when you're going to drain it. But let's just wait this out for a minute. See, with the ledge lounger, because it floats, you definitely have to get that water in the core. Now with only 5-inch water depth, I don't have to fill this thing all the way to the top. But this chair is rated up to 9-inch water level. In that case, you do. So we'll see if we've got enough in there. And I left my screwdriver back here. So we'll get the caps, plugs back in. You want to make sure you get these plugs all the way in, especially in a vinyl liner pool. If I don't get that plug all the way down, it's sitting up a little bit, and that's a sharp edge, and that will definitely tear your liner if you're moving around. So when you put these plugs in, make sure they are flush all the way in. You can see that's still sticking down. Oh, I'm not comfortable with that. Okay, it's pretty flush. Now, get rid of that. Turn this thing over. Now, when this is full, it's 133 pounds according to the ledge lounger spec. Now, what I can't do is I can't just, grab it and just start dragging it over this vinyl liner. That's a surefire way to mess that up. So I've got to get a grip on this chair and try to lift it. And you want to put it where you want it, because once you put it down, you don't want your guests to take this chair, and if they want it slightly over there, to just move it on the liner. You want them to lift it. So getting 2 people to lift it, way better than trying to move this on the liner. So that's how to install water in all these products and get them to work. And I'm breathing hard because that was tough. But now I put the water in these chairs, I took them out of these chairs. Boom. This chair, if I have a automatic pool cover, now I got to get this product out of the water. Good night. I need a friend. I need a beer. And so let's go through the step of taking the water out. You ready for this? I'm not gonna talk, I'm just gonna breathe. So, first thing I'm gonna do is I don't wanna lift that thing all the way back. Just gonna flip it over, take these plugs back out. Now remember, these, when you fill these loungers, you should take the water in and out of these at least once a month and just fill them with pool water, not a hose, because you need that water chlorinated, so it's not gonna grow algae inside. But you need to go through this step to make this product light enough to get out of the pool. So if you have a pool cover, the step would either be to go through this process to fill these and empty these every day, get a person to help you lift it in or out of the pool every day. But in a video we saw, there was a ledge lounger video where they had an automatic cover, and so what they do is they take these products full and just push them off the ledge, and they just kind of sit, you know, somewhat submerged in the water. But the problem with the vinyl liner is if you do that all the time, you're moving all that weight over your vinyl liner, and that's just eventually gonna wear out your liner and usually cause like a tear or wear out this front edge. Okay, so ledge lounger is still emptying, and because the screw plugs are centered, it's only gonna drain out. We're gonna let it drain out to here, but this chair is still full all the way to there. So this chair is rated 133 pounds full. It's gonna still be about 75 pounds or 60 pounds when I go to lift it. So now it's done with that. And then you just weight that out. And then because the screw plug, again, isn't on a corner, you're not gonna get the water all the way out. You just gotta be okay with that. So that's the process to put water in and out of these chairs. And that's it. So next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna sit in the chairs just so you can kind of see how they sit, how they feel.